You got to be mean. You got to be a little mean. You got to get in there and you got to be honest with yourself. This world has gotten too passive and too coddly. And I'm not saying not be compassionate. You guys know what I mean. And stop, I'm sick of seeing people with the excuses and oh, you're being, if you think people are too harsh, then you're never going to change. Because you have to realize something, that harshness is coming from a place of love. Because we do, like people who are harsh, we do want to see you succeed. I want to see you succeed. But I know the only way it's going to happen is you need a shake up. You got to rattle a cage. I don't know what that just did, but you got to shake it up, man. You got to do something tough. If what you've been doing ain't working, you got to literally stop and get some paper out if you have to and say, what are we doing here? And you don't need this. You guys all know what you need to do. If you want to make the difference, you know what you need to do. If you want to make the difference, you start it right away. And if you need help, there's tons of great help. It's all available. And if you seek, it will come and find you, whatever information it is, especially with all this shit. They got mics and everything's picking up everything now. So trust me, the mainstream, the algorithm of life will find what you need and bring it to you if you seek it out, whether it's music, whether it's even a relationship, believe it or not, even a partner in life. That's getting a little deep. But if you have your mind on the right way and you avoid the garbage, that will find you too. It will. That's the last thing. I know we're getting way off topic, but that's the last thing you want to chase is a relationship. But you got to be hard. You got to be mean. I hate to even say mean. It's being honest. But honesty today is being mean. People think if you're honest that you're mean. People can't separate honesty from their emotions, like sometimes it is mean. Is there a way you can do it? Of course. But I'm talking to you individually. I'm not talking to a group here. I'm talking to you individually. Only you know your shortcoming. You're sitting there watching this, hopefully still. I don't know if you are. If you are, if you're still here sitting watching this, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to get through to you. There's something that's been right on the edge of your mind. Maybe you've even dabbled with it a little bit. I always bring up, those are the two things, maybe because I'm a guy, that's what I always see the most, in my circles. The men want to figure out how to lose weight, stay in shape, and they want to know how to play guitar, or play an instrument. And what's funny is both things require sacrifice and commitment. And that's really what you need to work on. You need to say, you know what, if you boil it down to anything, if you're bad in your relationship, if you're shortcoming as a husband or a wife, or you're being your shortcoming of a musician, your shortcomings of working out and your diet and your body shape, it all comes down to one component, and that's commitment. That's actually two, but it's just commitment. It's just your commitment, because commitment is consistency. Commitment means every day I'm going to do something towards this goal. But stop making it like this mountainous thing, like, oh man, I got to get up today and I can't have the donut. How am I going to get to the first break? I got to have my coffee, my triple. Well, take one of those items and have the other one. So have the coffee and no donuts with the 6 sugars and 50 creams, or have the donut and a glass of water. I know if you're like me, you're going to take the coffee. In fact, let's have some right now. So you have to be mean, and you got to get in there and be honest. Honesty is really the word. I don't want to even use mean. It's not being mean. You can be mean. Some people do, I understand, there's a little twist. But you have to get honest. If I call somebody fat, I mean, it could sound mean how you say it, but there's a point where you want to call it, like, I got mad to the point where I said, you are fat. We've all heard that clip of fat. What is that? Gene Wilder? Fat. We've all heard that. It can be mean, I guess, and lazy. Fat and lazy. Those are pretty much those are like Americans' two biggest foes right there. And we'll put in being overweight, laziness, and it's under one umbrella called fear. That's really what it is. It's fear of the unknown. Even if it hurts, even if it's detrimental to your health, if it's comfortable, you're going to want to stay there. even though it's detrimental to your health, even though it's harming you. You will stay in the thing that you're comfortable with. I've done it. Sometimes I still do it. I'm still trying to kick this stupid vape. I'm getting there. I'm on the no nicotine crap. But we all got our little battles. But at some point, you got to get mean. You know what? I should get mean with this and just throw us in the garbage and just really grit it out. Right? I mean, I practice what I preach here. But I want to see you do well. I literally love you in that screen. And that's something we don't see enough of. Helping your fellow man. Help your fellow man and woman and whatever you want to. I mean, I know it's ridiculous with all this shit, but help your fellow human and have compassion. Even if they sound like they're frantic and out there or whatever it is, be different. Be different. Flip things with kindness. Give honesty, and if you get a little pushback, explain why you're being honest. Like I am. I'm being honest because I love you and I want to see you. I want to see in a comment section someone from across the country, from, I don't know, Des Moines, Iowa one day say, why do we always pick Des Moines, Iowa as the, feel bad for them guys. And I've been in Des Moines before. I had a pretty wild time actually with my band in Des Moines, Iowa in like 2002. I digress. I don't know where the hell I just was here talking. But kill them with kindness, and you can be honest and get your attention and be mean, be a little mean, but then bring it back to, all right, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to win this battle? How are we going to fix it? But you got to be honest, and you can't keep coddling yourself. It's just nothing's going to change. Everything will be the same. If you have the same things tomorrow for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're going to look the same forever. But if you change one of those things each time you eat, every day, and you put a little twist on it, I'm going to come up with a program because I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And to say you guys, I'm going to show you how I do it. And you don't need to count. If you're in the beginning of a journey, say like weight loss, you don't need to count macros and your calories and all this shit. You don't need to count all that stuff in the beginning. You need basic habit changes. So I don't know where I'm going here. I'm way off the base here. But the point being is you got to get mean. You got to own it. Own whatever it is that's giving you trouble in your life. Completely own it. And then fix it. And then figure out, how do we fix it? Anything can be fixed, just about. Unless there's some health things. But even there, pretty much 99% of things can be fixed or at least alleviated. And isn't that great too? I mean, even if you couldn't fix something 100%, say you got a 25% better. I'm telling you, if you get 25% healthier, you're going to notice it. And you're going to want to get to 50% healthier, and you're going to want to keep going. Get addicted, get addicted to the right things. Everything's a habit. Everything is habit forming. Get the right habits, the healthy habits. You'll be good. But you got to get mean. Sorry. Jay loves you here. Pacemaker Jay loves you. And see you in the morning.